Hello everyone and welcome to DOKI Literature Club. A horror game? Question mark? Okay, editing Shani here. I was gonna play this game for another video, but this game turned out to be 8 hours long, so we're gonna make a series out of it. This game is very long, so we're gonna make a series out of it, and the episodes are gonna be pretty darn long. So if you have time, watch it. It's very interesting. I may or may not end up in a love square by the end of the series. Characters might not die, might die. Who knows? Let's get into the series. Is that a good intro? I think that's a good intro. Let's get into the video. Oh, this is where that music came from. That's so cool. I like the music. Oh, I'm gonna have a good time playing this, aren't I? Enter your name. Shani. Okay, let's go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw towards her. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today? But it just kind of works because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Sayori-chan, I overslept again. Frick. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me? Okay, let's be obvious. This is never happening. never in a 1,000 years. This is never happening, okay? This is all just a dream, okay? This is never happening. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen to you. It's not gonna happen to me. This will only happen in anime and in a video game. Okay, with that said, let's go. That's mean, Shani. I don't like when a video game says my name. That is like my actual name. I don't like saying it. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. This is never happening. It's never. Aye. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Nandamarai, Shani-san. No, that's what you say, by the way? No, I don't know. By the way, Shani, I'm learning Japanese. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Oh, DOKI Literature Club. That's how the name came. Okay. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Cyril likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content with just being on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. This game knows me, I guess. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize and have any skills before. I'm very social. I'm a social butterfly. Okay? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Never happening. Never happening. This is never happening. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Never in 1,000 years. Never in 1,000 years. Alright. Okay. There are a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yatta! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she exaggerates everything inside her head. Okay, the school day is as ordinary as ever, but it's over before even I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Ha! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh no, don't do that. Go to a different club. You're gonna be judged very hard. Not now, anime is far more popular now. I used to watch it when it was not. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know what? I'll let you come to my club. Sayori? Yatta! There is no way of going to your club. Hey? Never happening. Very idiots. There is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she'd had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun and help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. So I wouldn't say that. Reading anime lore is literature, you know. Reading oblivious amounts of gaming lore is literature. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hey. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yatta! Ikizo! I know some words at least. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I objectively don't know what that means. Follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Minna-san! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. I'll go to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you, young woman. Sayori always says nice things about you. Does she? Seriously, you brought a boy. You look underage. Maybe she's underage. I don't know what the fuck am I doing. Critical the environment. Shani, but I'm surprised. I don't like them saying my name. I don't like that. Okay. Welcome to the club. Always escaped me in this situation. It would. This would never happen, but if it did, it would. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What the fuck am I doing, man, with my life? What are you looking at? A thing? If you want to say something, say it. Wait a sec. Natsuki. Oh, she's Natsuki. Okay. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, you're Yuri? Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika! Is that right? Monika! Hey. It's great to see you again, Shani. I have not seen you a fucking day in my life. I know your name because I saw the PewDiePie song. Don't know who you are. Monika smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Okay, so having her smile at me generally feels a little. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Shani. I don't like them. We made room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? How are you gonna make tea at school? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. The closet's already open. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I'm not saying that. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Kawaii! Wait, watch it to Japanese, what the fuck? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. What does Rengoku say? Obey? I don't remember. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers. Looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take the bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Oh, sorry. They're really good. Arigato, Natsuki-san. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought it technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. Never have. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. I go over Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. So we're having a little tea party instead of reading in a literature club. You know, a whole tea set in this. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Something. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the best time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? The hot anime girls? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, Shani. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika, really the great leader. Okay. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Oh, I love that music. Right, everyone? Hi. Lower West. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika seems to have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So Shani, what kind of things do you like to read? The manga. Considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I did try to read this book on animation. I'm gonna read it again. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Manga does the same. Have you read the manga for pre-read? It's the same thing. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. You should watch my channel then. I don't know, maybe. It is a lot of horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Boom. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. But someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. It can. I hate horror. Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes draft over to me with a split section. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Nani Kora? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give that back. Hi. Here comes your poems. Everything you do is just so cute as you are. Sayori sidles up. Sideless? I don't know how to say that. Up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You don't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. It's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. God, how long is this? My fucking throat hurts. We all sit in silence for a moment. Not happening. Not happening in real life. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Hi. Natsuki and Yuri, look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Shadi? I don't like them saying my name. Monika smiles warmly at me once. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I never said I would join this club. Sayori made me convince me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four of them stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Not my name. You all, I'm defensively against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these people. Oh man, right. Okay, I've decided that. I'll join the literature club. One of the girls lightly lights up. Yes, I'm so happy. Okay, hey, fucking welcome to the literature club. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment with a poem to bring next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Shani, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hi again, Shani. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for giving your promise, Shani. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like it deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you planned to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you suddenly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is JJJ. I believe you. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Shani always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room, or dependable. Never happening. Sorry, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You're two really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come you and Shani can become good friends too? Sorry. Oh, why are you so up close? My says feeling my... Why are you so close? I nearly fall out of my chair. Oh, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like this. This is a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so out loud. I glance over at my shoulder and see Monika overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing, you know. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give you the benefit of the doubt. You can't even do that. Look, sayori, it's written all over you. Glances around at yourself. It's written all over me. You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking all around you. Don't say that to a girl out loud. That's stupid. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. Look, your boy is straight as well. What is that? Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Don't say it out loud though. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. Never happening. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from... Why would I do that? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What the fuck am I doing? What the hell is going on? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is for have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You're the one making her say that, you piece of shit. And you're using my goddamn name. I would never do this. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near it. Does it think even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means... I'm not... don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now. Why does this feel strange to see sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Why are you doing that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Unbuttons it. Okay. Phew. That's not. But so if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Hey, and you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Oh, now it's embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassing when you buttoned up a girl's blazer right in front of her. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little early. Only if you focus on going to bed early. Fine. It's a deal. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seemed the most experienced, so I should show it to her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, come on a second. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it through the. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Never happening in a million years. Never happening. Never happening. Never happening. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical with you writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form the two together. The end result in that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts, process behind it. Okay. Let's read the poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Breathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light. To have withstood the test of time. The last. Yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. That is amazing. What? Wasn't think that at all. But it looks you long time to read. Took you a long time to read. Huh? Well, I just don't read scripture very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Charlie. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But I remember the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul than putting it that way. That was amazing. If you put it that way, that's amazing. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It is a lot, you know. Well, it makes me happy to think that way. That you think that way. Just remember that it wouldn't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monika. Hi, Shani. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. अच्छा ठीक है यार. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See that direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out of the sun. It's too late, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. I don't understand a single word that said, honestly. So what do you think? It's very free form, if it's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really into the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my points a bit, and whatever, yaar. Fucking come on. Here's Monika writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fixate on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this way. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. I didn't even talk to Natsuki. Are you sure you don't like it? Just because I wrote it? Well, I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. Don't call it that, please. And that makes it very extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sorry, hugs the sheet. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only a really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Dear sunshine, you are my sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't sleep forever. I could sleep forever. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That was the best poem so far. I understood everything she was trying to say there. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I've got to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, and how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made egg and toast. Though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Ah, Natsuki. Here you go. Read it. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it wasn't bad. Just that I didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway. She's underage, sorry. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Why do you have to put it like that? Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can fly. But that's about it. See ya. What does that even mean? No idea. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Ah, my throat's fucking up now. It's been 40 minutes. Just be honest. I am. I was so convinced that I wouldn't like it. Well, it's because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing serious. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the word play. Like a setup for a rhyme at the end. But then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling one last time. So it did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, that's done. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Alright everyone, that's gonna be the ending of episode 1. This game is so long. I thought it would be like 30 minutes. I've been playing for an hour. It's nowhere near, it's in the beginning stages. So we're gonna make a series out of this. So that's it for episode 1, I guess then. I'll see you in the next episode. I guess it gets creepy at some point. It isn't right now. It's a very slice of life anime thing right now. But I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.